Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming down to City Hall and joining us to announce what we are very, very excited to announce, which is that free parking is coming to portions of downtown Harrisburg from 5 to 7 every day. Actually, after 5. It will now be free to park in most of the downtown. All right. Let me just say right off the bat that when the parking transaction was consummated back in 2013, it eliminated hundreds of millions of dollars of debt for the city. And it was an extraordinarily important event, and it's true, it was leased for 40 years, a long period of time. And ever since that time, we have been working closely with residents of the city, business owners, improvement districts, the Visitors Bureau, you name it, to try and make the best of the situation. And two areas that were in contention right from the start were extending meter hours from 5 to 7 and extending meter hours on Saturdays. And we've had some success in changing the system, something which I think a lot of people thought maybe wasn't possible. But by working together, we've done some amazing things. And for instance, on Saturdays, one of the best kept secrets, which I'm going to promote again here today, is that you can park for 4 hours free at any meter in Harrisburg by simply using the Mobile Park mobile app and using the coupon code LOVEHarrisburg, LUVHBG. So on Saturdays, come and park on us and enjoy your time in the city. And we looked at the 5 to 7 time before. We had lowered rates. We even had a bet at one point with the parking system where we said, if we lower rates and we don't make more money from 5 to 7, the city will cover the cost. And the parking system lowered rates. We got it down to $2 and then even to $1 from 5 to 7. And each time we did that, more people came to park in the downtown. So, working together, we decided, well, let's take it one step further. And let's eliminate parking, and not only eliminate the meters after 5 o'clock in the downtown, but let's eliminate enforcement too. And we were able to do this in part because of the hard work of our partners. And I want to start by acknowledging a variety of people who are here with us today. First and foremost is Nancy Kime with SP+. She is really the boots on the ground, the face of the parking system here in Harrisburg, and she is constantly working with us to improve the system. We couldn't have done this without data. We asked Nancy for data, and we eventually got the data. We found out that from 5 to 7, the meters didn't bring in that much revenue. It was about $270,000 for an entire year for the downtown improvement district meters, over 90 meters, and that included the money that was coming in from parking ticket enforcement. So we said, well, why don't we band together and see if we can cover those costs? And we went next to the downtown improvement district, and we're joined by Todd and by Steve Weinstock, who was one of the driving proponents of this deal. And the downtown merchants, as a part of the district, said that they would put up $50,000 of their own dues, their own money, to help cover the costs from 5 to 7. And once they did that, and they set the tone, then that set the stage for the government entities, both the county and the city, to follow suit. And first the county, and we're joined here by Commissioner Mike Prees, thank you for joining us, and then the city, and we have City Council President Wanda Williams, debated the issue and passed ordinances resolving to cover the remaining costs, $110,000 each from each of the governing bodies. And that's how we were able to achieve this plan. And the plan is going to go forth for a full year. And we are here tonight, and let's get right to it, to announce that it will start on Monday, the Monday after Easter. That's right, next week it's going to start. And this will be the start of the second quarter, and we are going to track this, and we are going to literally measure, with the help of the business owners, and I've spoken to many of them, we're going to measure the amount of return traffic and economic activity that we have coming back to the downtown from 5 to 7. We think it's going to be significant, and the payoff is going to be great. And believe it or not, perhaps the system will make even more money, because so many people will be coming downtown that more people will be parking in the garages, and we'll see a win-win situation for absolutely everyone. Now, Joyce has told me I need to say this 3 times because it is so important. Number 1, the free parking does not extend for the entire city. It extends only for the areas of the Downtown Improvement District. Why is that? It is because the Downtown Improvement District and the merchants in there have stepped up and are paying $50,000 of their own money to help subsidize this. Could we do a similar program in Midtown or in other parts of the city? Well, maybe we could. If this is successful, we could pilot it and people could band together and perhaps we could do something elsewhere. But we're starting here in the downtown, and we're starting with a map, which is on the screen there. And it basically extends from where the meters start in the south at the railroad bridge when you come into the city, just past Shipoke, all the way up through State Street. So State Street in the north, the railroad bridge in the south, and it goes up to but not including the transportation center in the east. Now, it does cover both sides of State Street. So our recommendation is that if you're going to a restaurant north of State Street, maybe the Firehouse, maybe Manchaquis, park on State Street and you will be fine. And walk a block or 2 up to your destination. And of course, if you're coming anywhere in the heart of the downtown, you don't have to worry about a thing, okay? So, not the entire city, just the Downtown Improvement District boundaries. And I think we determined that was 93 of them, 96 of the multi-space meter units, 96 of those completely out of service from after 5 o'clock. And we say after 5 because we want people to understand you don't have to pay at any time in the evening or any time after 5. So here's another bit of good news. So the way we're going to make this work is that each of the meters is going to have a decal on it. And I have a copy of the decal here, which basically says that the free parking after 5, Monday through Saturday, is compliments of the city in Dauphin County and Park Harrisburg and the Harrisburg Downtown Improvement District. We will also, for a limited time, the city has stepped up and said it is going to place additional signage at the intersections of 2nd Street and State Street, and also 3rd Street and State Street, to let people know that this is the end of the free parking 5 to 7 zone, and that there will be metering enforced. We've also called and reached out to all the various business owners in that sort of gray area zone to let them know what was happening and how they could better direct their patrons. And hopefully you will get that message out. Because here's the 3rd time. Remember that the parking map is not for the entire city of Harrisburg. It is just for the Downtown Improvement District boundaries, which run from State Street in the north all the way down to the railroad bridge in the south and out to the east to, but not including, the transportation center. SP Plus will also be putting up new signage, and I believe we're actually changing the meters, literally removing the part of the meter which says that they're in effect till 7 o'clock. It will be gone, forever vanished, and changing it until 5 o'clock. So, yes, it is worth celebrating. Another partner behind us that I want to acknowledge, former city employee now with the Harrisburg Visitors Bureau, we have Devin Drabeck. She is focused on helping promote the city, and one of the keys to the success of this program is that we are going to promote it wide and far, and we're going to make sure everyone hears about it. And the first step in that is you all today, and the second step will be repeated advertisements and social media and word of mouth and all the good things that not only the city will do in the Visitors Bureau, but also each and every individual merchant will, I'm sure, want to get this message out. So please help us do that today. And with that, our group would be very happy to take any questions. And if there are no questions, that is because we explained it so well. And thank you all for coming. Enjoy free parking in the city of Harrisburg. Come down, dine a bit earlier. There's no fear of enforcement. We have copies of the map, hard copies for you all to take. You can also find the map and further information directly on the city's website, harrisburgpa.gov. You can download the map there, print it, do whatever you need to do. Thank you for coming.